For a lot of guitar players, a loop station or a loop pedal is a fantastic practice tool for learning how to play lead, and that's because of its repetitiveness. You loop something and then you're able to play it over and over and over again. And when I first got my first loop station, it revolutionized the way that I was able to play, and I learned a lot in a very short amount of time. Now, I don't actually recommend a loop station anymore. If you've watched any of my short form videos recently, I'm focusing on practicing and playing bluegrass, you're seeing these numbers and letters go across my screen. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I've been practicing bluegrass music for the past several months, and honest to God, like, what I'm about to show you has changed the way that I've played and has helped me get way more out of my practice session. So it's an app called Strum Machine. To be honest, I do have an affiliate link to this, but you can see that I use it most every day in my videos. So I'm going to dive into this and show you how it can help you become a better player. Let's go. Okay, so I've loaded up strummachine.com here, and that's literally what it is. It's a strum machine. And this automatically puts tons and tons of bluegrass Celtic tunes like in an arrangement where you can just click on a song and it will play through the chords and the progression just automatically. So for example here's Roll in My Sweet Baby's Arms, favorite of mine, right? And I've got it set on 115 BPM, but let's slow it down. And then I'm just going to click play and it's going to start playing over the whole song. Check it out. You kind of get the idea, and the cool thing about this, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, is that it always keeps playing, right? You can make it stop after a couple loops, but you can just play and play and play. And so, like I said, the repetitiveness is really how you unlock a lot of, playing an instrument or doing whatever, just doing it over and over again. And so this is great for that reason. Now, this comes with a lot more features. I'm going to say here that it's improving a lot. Sometimes it's not the easiest to navigate around, but for example, you can change the key, right? So you can see what chords you play in literally any key. Now, another feature of it, if you go to chart display, over here, you can change the chord system. So I use the number system from time to time. That's what I learned on, right? And so you can learn that way, and it's a super easy switch. I know for most people it might be the easier way to go to the chords, right? Now, let's say, for example, that let's just switch up songs here, just because we can. You navigate through here, you go to view all songs, and here I'm just gonna go, let's find a song that begins with S. She'll be coming around the mountain, right? She'll be coming around the mountain. So what's cool is Lou, my dog's in the background shaking around. Let's say that we want to play this in the key of A, all right? But we don't want to play like the open chords. We want to use a capo. So what we go to is band settings, where we go to is key of A and then capoed chords. And we're going to capo on the 2nd fret. So from there we can, where's my capo? Place a capo right there on the 2nd fret. We're in the key of A now. And I talk about this in a lot of my videos. This is just a really simple way of understanding it because it tells you where to capo at. And again, we can change the tempo. We can even automatically speed this up. So it gives you the option to speed up by like however many beats per minute you want after every repetition, which is super cool. Because in like a typical bluegrass setting, you're gonna speed up over time or slow down. It kind of depends. From when I'm playing lead guitar, I usually slow down. But that's a really cool feature. And like I said, I think there was a message from this app earlier saying that it's in a beta testing new features and things. So it's always getting better, which is really cool. And also another feature is that you can control like how much of something or another is in the actual mix, all right? So I can even turn the guitar off entirely if I'm wanting to practice playing rhythm. If I can, there we go, just add remove instrument. Okay, so I'm gonna play it again, and I can practice strumming this way, even if you're not focusing on lead, right?
1,
check it out.
2, 3, 4.
She'll be practice strumming lead on that, or strumming through that. But yeah, really cool features here. And so they've got everything from like Celtic tunes to every bluegrass tune that you could imagine. But you can also go in here and build your own song. All right, so I'm kind of far away from the keyboard here. I'll just call it let's just call it, I don't know, Monday, just for simplicity purposes. Choose your key. I'll keep it in G. You can choose your timing. Let's just keep it in standard. And then you can actually build out your song, right? So if you're, let's say, for example, you're trying to create your own instrumental, this would be a great tool for that. If there's a song that's not on Strum Machine, you can just build it here, which is really cool because for like what I do, I'm often worried about getting a copyright strike on YouTube or whatever when I upload a video. But this is just like a mandolin chop and some bass notes, and so I don't have to worry about that, and I can improvise and kind of make my own arrangements with that. And so, yeah, super cool, super chock full of features. There's actually, I know I'm skipping around a bunch, sorry guys. So sitting on top of the world. There, in the band settings, you can actually change what you hear as far as the guitar pattern goes. So there's like boom chuck rhythms, and you can have more or less of that. All of this is like flexible, so you can like program whatever you want into the app. And as far as like, here's what I mean, like the swing, right? So I like to play around with this from time to time because I feel like the variation in strumming pattern for, say, a guitar or a mandolin changes my playing around a little bit. And that's really important because when this is playing thousands and thousands of times and I'm like practicing to it, changing up subtleties will really force me as a musician to kind of adapt and play differently. So that's really, really cool. I probably haven't mentioned that at all on my videos. And so here you can even like adjust the spaciousness and heaviness of the strumming on these instruments. And so that's just really cool. Honestly, like if you're learning bass, if you're learning mandolin, if you're learning banjo, this is perfect because there's not a banjo built in. I imagine it might be kind of hard to put that computerized because of how intricate it is. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, like any instrument, you can play along with this app. And like I said, that loop station I showed you at the beginning of the video, it's like $200. You can get them cheaper. You know, this is $5 a month, and just out of complete honesty, I've got a link set up. And if you choose to use the link, strummachine.com/CodyM, and you end up purchasing the app, I will get $5 commission. So it's not much, and it really helps me out as a creator, as your bluegrass guitar teacher, to kind of help me, you know, make more content and have time to do that, because things are insanely expensive these days. But seriously, I use this a lot throughout the day. Even like when I'm doing my 9-to-5 job and I've got a break, I will put the headphones in and just play lead around whatever's loaded up, right? And so it's cool because you'll be able to follow me for my lessons if you grab this. And if you're a fan of the channel, make sure to share, subscribe, all that. Go download this. Again, use the link there if you'd like. You don't have to, but get this app. It will change your playing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.